When we think about mastering our bodies, we usually think about purely physical stuff, right? More reps, harder training. But what if the real key wasn't just in the body, but in the mind? In this explainer, we're going to dive into how a seriously powerful mental practice, visualization, can completely change a physical technique, giving us this incredible control over our body's sensations.
This statement right here, my MS, my roles, that is the absolute heart of our journey today. It's this powerful declaration that you're taking back control, that you refuse to be a passive victim of your body's automatic reactions. It's really about rewriting the rulebook, and guess what? The mind is the pen you're going to use to do it. All right, so Tummo Yoga kicks off with some really specific physical actions. We're talking about techniques like vase breathing, which is a way of holding your breath deep down in your abdomen, and these really controlled muscle contractions. This is the physical foundation, the literal groundwork for everything else that's about to happen. So, you can think of these physical steps kind of like an engine. They generate a spark, a small inner ember of heat and energy right in your core. But an engine all by itself doesn't get you to your destination, right? It's just the starting point. It's not the whole picture. So, here's the million-dollar question. How do we take that initial little spark and intentionally grow it into this powerful, blissful warmth that we can actually direct and control? Well, the answer isn't more physical effort. It's something else entirely. It lies in a different pillar of the practice. And that pillar is visualization. This is the element that takes Tummo from just a simple breathing exercise and turns it into a profound tool for self-mastery. This is the moment where the mind truly grabs the controls. So let's put it all together. You've got breathing and contraction working together to create that initial energy. But it's this third pillar, visualization, that directs it, that amps it up and completely transforms its nature. It's literally the conductor of the entire orchestra. Okay, so how does this mental process actually work? Because this isn't just wishful thinking, it's a structured mental exercise. It's like an inner alchemy that totally changes how you experience your own body.
And the process is just incredibly sensory. You start by mentally fanning that little ember into a strong flame. Then, you guide that intense heat up your spine through what's called the central channel. And then, this is the peak of the experience. You imagine that heat transforming into a golden, blissful liquid, just pouring down from the top of your head, washing away every single trace of cold, of stiffness, of discomfort. See, this really shows that we've moved way beyond just getting warm. This is a deep, profound mental and emotional state. The goal isn't just heat, it's the absolute relaxation and that incredible sense of well-being that comes with it. So how does this all build into something with some pretty amazing therapeutic benefits? Well, this isn't just some esoteric practice. It is a way to actively retrain your brain's ingrained reactions, especially for folks managing conditions like MS. Okay, so here's the real-world problem. For a lot of people with multiple sclerosis, even tiny changes in temperature, especially cold, can trigger this cascade of symptoms, like stiffness and spasticity. The body's automatic reaction is often just not helpful. And this slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the brain's default, knee-jerk reaction to a trigger like cold, a state of suffering, spasticity, a feeling of being a victim. But on the other side, you have the trained response. Instead of reacting with tension, the brain learns to respond by generating internal heat, by maintaining control, and ultimately by achieving mastery over that sensation. This might be the most empowering metaphor of all. You are not a helpless passenger being thrown around by the turbulence of your symptoms. Through mental training like this, you become the pilot. You're the one capable of navigating right through that turbulence with skill and with control. And what's so fascinating is that this exact same visualization technique, it's not just for physical sensations. You can actually apply it to enhance your mental state, to clear out the fog, and seriously improve your focus. The peak of this practice often gets you into what's known as a flow state. You know that feeling, right? When you're completely absorbed in what you're doing, distractions just disappear and your mind is perfectly clear and focused. Well, this technique is like a shortcut to get there. So here's a super practical tip for anyone, whether you're studying, working, or just feeling totally overwhelmed. The next time you feel that mental fog rolling in, try using a piece of this practice to just cut right through it. And it's so simple. Just take one powerful vase breath, and as you do it,
Just repurpose that visualization. Imagine that same golden, blissful liquid gently filling your mind, clearing away all the clutter, sharpening your focus, and wiping out that mental fatigue. It is literally like a cognitive reset button. So, as we wrap this up, it all leads to a much bigger question for you, doesn't it? We've seen how visualization can help control the body's response to temperature and even clear the mind. So the question I want to leave you with is this: what's your inner thermostat? What automatic reaction in your life, to stress, to criticism, to a big challenge, could you learn to consciously control and master?